UnCon in Salt Lake City, Utah. And believe it or not, I got to go there because I won annual award. Yay! That means I got $2,000 in cash in my pocket because I am pretty savvy at recruiting. And so I'm here to teach you guys all about, well, how do we get these team members? How do we get this happening? And I'm going to use a little bit of what I learned at UnCon in Salt Lake City, which was Sarah Robbins. She was fantastic. And she gave us a whole brand new approach, which I was kind of using anyway, but now we've got it like streamlined, and I'm going to bring that to you tonight. So first you want to do is connect with people. Duh. You can do Facebook if you're kind of shy, don't really like to interact with people face to face. I know I used to be like that. If you like to do face-to-face, you can do things like Zoom, FaceTime, Skype, or in person. You want to buy them a cup of coffee. Okay, but Laura, I'm on FaceTime. I'm in Oklahoma and you're in Virginia. How are we going to do that? Easy. Starbucks has e-cards. You can send them a $5 e-card just for meeting with you. Easy, simple, and $5 gets you a Starbucks. At least the Ventis, I think. So you want to sit down with them. You want to share your why. Why did you join Posh? What is the reason you're here and you are peddling these beautiful products? Why are you here? Why did you decide to become a consultant? The next thing you want to share with them is what. What is this all about? What is Posh all about? Well, we're naturally based. We're made in the USA. We have no fillers, no SLS, no all of that stuff. And because you deserve it. Then you want to share with them your who. Who is it that you're looking for to join your team? Little example of what you could say to have them join your team. So Susie Q, what we're looking for is people to try the products, get incredible skin, and people to join our fun and fast-growing team. People who want to get the products at the best discount, earn some extra money, and share the product with other people. Who do you know that would be great at this? So when you do that way, what you're going to do is take all the pressure off the person you're talking to. You are going to see if she's interested. How do you know if she's interested? She's going to say, well, that sounds like something I want. So she might say, well, I think I know my sister would be interested in this. Perfect. Great. What's her name and number? If you want to text her and let her know that I'm going to contact her, that would be fabulous. So go ahead and get that name, that email, whatever contact you want to use, and get in touch with her referrals. If it pans out and she signs up, send her a gift, and we're going to talk about that a little bit later. This is connecting with people you may know that you may not have talked to in a while. Stalk their Facebook. Look at things that are going on in their life. Get in touch with all the people you have lost touch with. You want to talk to them and reconnect. Have general chit chat first. Maybe watch the things they post. So, hey, Lisa, I wanted to say congrats on that new house. Are you moved in yet? How's it going? It took a good year to get a good friend of mine to join Posh. She kept saying, I don't have the time. We all know those kind of people, don't we? And honestly, I know she didn't have the time. She's a pharmacist. So she was constantly meeting new people, though. It was the perfect business for her. But she just wasn't interested. And I would talk to her every 2 weeks, every 2 months, and I would throw Posh in there every once in a while because she'd ask, how are you? And I'd say, I'm so busy with this business. Oh, my God. I'm going to Utah for free. You know, things like that. So I would interject things about myself, but not be in her face about Posh. When she was constantly saying she didn't have the time, I used the approach this way of, well, is there anybody you know that would be really, really good at this, who would love skincare products at a discount, who would love to be in a fast and growing company that's like 5 years old? This is awesome. And she didn't have anybody right off the bat, but she'd get back to me. And I checked in with her again 2 weeks later. 2 weeks later, she says, you know, I do love these products. I really love what they've done for my skin. People think I'm younger. All right, I want the 20% discount. Okay, sounds good to me. Signed her up, and within 2 weeks, that girl hit pink. I knew she'd be great at it. I just had to ease her into it. So don't ever take no for an answer. I know that seems weird, but don't ever take no for an answer because it's just not right now. It doesn't mean no. Referrals. Remember, we're talking about referrals. So maybe you're meeting with someone and they absolutely just do not want to join this business. It happens. Sad to say, it happens. So develop a referral program. Basically, in exchange for these people giving you referrals, you can reward them. And you can reward them with a free product, or you can reward them with a discount. You can reward them with your discount if you really want to, but you only reward the right people, and if their leads actually lead to a recruit. So even if your friend, sister, cousin doesn't want to join, remind them of your referral program. Okay, Emily, I get you, but I have this great referral program. If you could help me spread the word, I'll give you some things to post on your wall. I'll give you some emails that you can send out to your friends. And if they pan out and they join my team, I'm going to give you X amount of dollars. Or I'm going to give you 3 products out of the catalog. Does that sound good? So she can post the things that you send her, whether it be on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, email, whatever it is. Sarah Robbins also talks about this. She said her sister did this for her, and her sister's name is Emily, and she said she posted all this stuff on the wall, and her sister said, well, one of my friends wants to contact you. She's interested. Okay, so Sarah's like, sure. So her sister's friend actually signed up and is the top 10 leader in her company. 10 years later, Sarah's sister, Emily, finally joined and missed that person being her downline. Ouch. But, hey, she gave her sister $50, and she said it was the best $50 I'd ever spent. Events. Facebook and home parties most often lead to your next recruit, especially if it's a really lively party. If you host an event, if you're willing to host an event, I'll give you a free full-size product as a thank you for bringing your friends in and letting me show them what Posh is all about. You can do the recruiting, you can do the products, but either way, products usually lead to someone wanting to sign up. So you can do it either way. Get names and addresses of the people she's going to invite. You want to send out sample packs, and I'll show you mine real quick. This is my little sample pack. It's got a little blurb here that says, and I love me time, and you should too. I'm sharing these samples so you can have time for you. Okay? And in there I've got my Posh Why. I've got a card that's got a personal note to them with my face and my website. I also include 6 products. Yeah, Laura, you're rich. You can afford it. Yeah, but 6 means they're going to buy 5, get 1 free. I'm setting myself up for some big sales, right? So if you can afford to do that for maybe 15, 20, 30 people that she invites, it's worth it. I also do something really cute, and I don't have it on this one, but I do put a little note. Here it is. Don't forget to review and post your review on social media with Laura's Posh Review. And I put my little joined by information there too. So this is my sample pack, and it goes inside my catalog. And I make sure people know who I am. Loud and proud and big and bold. I want to make sure they know what that is. So that's my pack that I would send out, and I actually put it in here because otherwise people like to steal it. So I do it like that. I put some washi. I actually use the 6.25 by 12 cellophane mailers from mygirlfriendshouse.com. And then at the top, once I've closed it, I put washi tape around the top and bottom just to keep it closed and to keep that hidden like that. So nobody can see there's samples in there. And that's what I mail out. I want to make sure they have all the information prior to the party and they can play in the products. So that's going to set you up for success. About getting names and addresses at a vendor show. These can lead to possible recruits. You don't want to have a box for them to put entry fees in. You know, we make that beautiful basket up that you could win, but we don't want to have a box. Why don't we want to have a box? Because you're going to take that piece of paper and say, oh, I'll take that for you, thank you. And after they've walked away, anything that you've discussed with them, anything they've tried, anything they said they didn't like or did like, you write on the back of that entry form and you fold it up and stick it in a bag over in the corner. That way you've got tons of information about that person. And when you do your follow-up, you have all this stuff. Hey, how did you like that dress you bought from so-and-so at the vendor show? Do you remember me? You can remember everything they used, what they loved. Hey, that BFF you loved at the vendor show is on sale this week. I wanted to let you know. Would you like to have a Facebook party? You could earn that BFF for free. So these are great ways to make contacts. When do we do follow-ups? Do you remember? It's the 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months. This is our Posh rule of thumb. I go back to 2 weeks and go back to 2 months. And I keep repeating that. So how many of you actually do regular follow-ups? Show me some hands. So when we do follow-ups, this is really, really key and important to keep people knowing who we are, what we do, and branding ourselves so that we're the posh girl. When we are the posh girl, that reminds them, oh yeah, you know, I ordered that gender bender and I need a new one. We want to keep our presence in the forefront of their mind. Blah, 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 in the forefront of their mind. So what I tell my crew is we want to meet 5 new customers a day. We want to do 3 follow-ups. And we want to do 2 team check-ins, which we learned at UnCon. Recruiting is a numbers game, you guys. And I am not a numbers person, but recruiting is a numbers game. If you are struggling to get teammates, raise your hand. So what I want you to do is, on the average, tell me how many people you speak to about the opportunity each day. Just give me a rough number on your hand. So we want to look at it this way. So 10 is really, really good. But you're going to look at it, if you're talking to 5 a day or 10 a day, but let's go 5 a day, times 7, that's 35 a week. In 4 weeks in a month is typical. 35 times 4 is 140. Now we're really talking, aren't we? If we could do 140 interactions a month, how many of those people do you think would actually join your team? 10? 15, 20, maybe so, but we won't know until we get those numbers down. So we want to really start pushing how many we contact every single day, not a week, not a month, every single day. Carry these sample packs with you, carry catalogs with you. I'm sure you guys already know this, but you have to actually give it to people and get their names and their addresses and their emails back, because that's how you're going to follow up with them. If you just hand it off and don't get any information, it's kind of like throwing a feather to the wind. You don't know what's going to happen. And sometimes, usually, nothing happens. They use your samples up, they lose their stuff, and they never remember who you were. That's why follow-up is super, super important. But you guys are saying, hey, Laura, I don't know 140 people. I know. I understand. And you've all exhausted your warm market. It happens. We all do it. I've done it. But you're going to learn to branch out. You're going to do that referrals. That's going to help you get more people. You're going to join some Facebook groups, maybe for knitting. I don't know what you guys do for fun, but I'm an artist, so I do art groups. I have actually very many people on my team who are artists. I'm actually a professional psychic medium. Go figure. I talk to dead people for a living on the other job. And I have over 5,000 followers on Facebook. I join groups all the time for that. And those people that I get to know, that friend me, see my Posh posts. And those that want the free samples are always constantly going, me, 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 me. These are how I interact with people. So things that you love to do are ways to join Facebook groups, whether it be knitting, biking, hiking, climbing, swimming, kids groups, whatever it is, mommy and me groups. Join these groups on Facebook. Don't throw Posh down their throat, but get to know them a lot first. These are going to be your new interactions. Posh, your doctor's office, your teachers, your salon girl, your dog groomer. Dog groomers always have dry hands, right? Your waitress, and so on. But get the information on paper. Hey, I want to know what you think about this. Can I get your name and your email? Email is usually less invasive than their phone number. Can I get your name and your email so I can follow up with you and see what you liked? And maybe if that wasn't good for you, I could maybe send you some other stuff, but I'd love to contact you. How confident are you guys feeling right now? Do you feel even more confident than you did going in? I hope so, because you guys should be ready to go out there, build that team deep and wide.